Hello YouTube, welcome to the HK Cowboys channel. I'm the Coatman, and today I'm going to be telling you why The Witcher 3 is the best game ever made. The Witcher 3 is the final installment in the hugely popular game series from Polish developer CD Projekt RED, and is the reason I finally made the switch to Xbox One. These fantasy action RPG games are based on a series of Polish fantasy novels by Andrzej Sapkowski, and follow the adventures of a monster hunter named Geralt and his many friends, acquaintances, and enemies. The third installment is the best of the bunch, and here's why. Number 1. Scale. This series has certainly come a long way from its roots as a cult classic point-and-click PC game with appalling graphics and mostly linear environments to the hugely anticipated AAA release that it is today. And the developers have certainly put the effort in to make sure that we get bang for our buck. This game is enormous. Bigger than Skyrim, bigger than GTA 5, bigger than just about any sandbox game released to date. Like, seriously guys, it's genuinely enormous. After dozens of hours of gameplay, I don't think I've even come close to exploring everything. Yeah, sure, it means I've spent chunks of time lost on my horse trying to get to a destination that takes genuinely 15 real-world minutes to ride to. Just ride, nothing else. But, you know, realism. Nothing says immersion like a commute. Number 2. Organic storytelling and an evolving world. In this game, your decisions matter in a way that they just sort of don't in other similar games. And the reason for this is that seemingly minor decisions early on can have huge, unforeseen consequences later in the game. This stands out from other games which heavily focus on consequences of player decisions such as Mass Effect because, rather than have a clear good, bad, neutral choice and an immediately apparent consequence, The Witcher inhabits a seemingly constant grey area where sometimes what feels like the right choice will have an important character hang themselves 10 hours of gameplay later. It feels organic, and it adds weight to any decision you are presented with. Similarly, these decisions also affect the game world around you. Say the character that died was a benevolent leader of a small town and his successor is a total dickbag, then you will see that town slowly start to fall to ruin and the vendors' goods drop in quality and their prices for your goods go down. Yeah, sure, it means that you could end up royally kicking yourself in the dick by doing something as seemingly innocuous as cutting down a tree in the early game, and the whole consequences thing feel a whole lot like the real-life restriction stopping you from drop-kicking your boss, but hey, this is the price for perfection. Number 3. Studio integrity. CD Projekt did an unthinkable thing in this environment of deadlines and targets, and oh my god, we have to get this game out in time for Christmas at all costs! They repeatedly delayed the release of the game because they didn't feel it was ready. This was a bold move and could have damaged their bottom line, and for all I know did, but the result was a game that was complete. There was no release day DLC that added important story elements, no major glitches or bugs that plagued early buyers, and no message boards full of nerd rage. Sure, there was DLC, but it was what DLC should be. Coming out months after the main game and providing players with optional side stories that in no way had an effect on the main story. What CD Projekt released on day one was the game they wanted to make, in its entirety, and for that I take my hat off to them. Sure, it meant you had to get it in May instead of at Christmas, but seriously, you're going to complain about that? You'd rather get a half-finished game at Christmas than a polished one in May? Get out of here. Number 4. Story. The story in this game achieves something truly fantastic. It is both huge in scope and also incredibly personal. The stakes are sky high and your journey takes you to different worlds, through time, to feudal islands, and sees you solve problems from neighbour disputes to lines of succession and a civil war. Yet, at the same time, this is a story about Geralt and his friends and family. It offers everything you could want from the conclusion of a trilogy. Heartache, loss, closure, gravitas, humour and nuance. It incorporates choices and events from your adventures in previous Witcher games to really make you feel like this is your story, and even does a damn good job of presenting endings tailored to your choices and actions in a way that hasn't made the internet mad. Sure, some of the dialogue may be horrifically cheesy, or has maybe failed to make the cultural translation from Polish to English, but hey. Number 5. Look at the cool swirly shit I can do with my sword. Oh yeah, slice him up. Look at that. I didn't know what hit him. Yeah, you stupid dog. Yeah, you can't catch me. Whee! Spin, spin, spin. Slice, slice. I'm unstoppable. Oh, hey. Oh, cheeky. Chop. Yeah. Okay. Maybe The Witcher 3 isn't a perfect game. And maybe I got ahead of myself when I said it was the best game ever. Still, it's a damn good, well-rounded game, and I highly recommend giving it a try. I promise hours of entertainment to be had. Witcher 2 is pretty good as well, so check that one out while you're at it. Not Witcher 1 though. That game was pants. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if that's your jam, and if you have anything else to say, let us know below. And, as always, thanks for watching.